Hey, it's Melissa and Raechal. Let's start over together. This is Uncharted Phases.
Hi, welcome to Uncharted Phases. I'm here with Raechal. This is Melissa.
Hey.
Hi. Okay, so I'm kind of excited for this episode because we can just chat whatever, no matter what, but this is just all about our life. It's called Life Lately.
Life Lately, because we're now a few episodes in, and so we caught up with y'all like 2 episodes in, I think. So now, this is
kind of just explain where we're at, what phase we are. That's what it was. It was
our current phases. But this one's more Life Lately because we're going to talk about life lately in terms of dating, ex-husbands, and beauty updates, and all that.
All the stuff in life.
Mental health, all those good changes. Like there's good changes, bad changes. It's just life lately.
Yeah, life lately. I feel like we could just eat some lunch while
I was going to say grab a drink because it's a doozy.
It's not a
Nah. I feel like it just always is. Like my sister said, like after years and years of just watching my life, she's like, I get how, because I always used to say, am I just a dramatic person? Like, how is this happening? And she was like, some people in life just attract drama. And I think you're one of them. After watching your life, she's like, I just think that's
funny.
you. So I don't know. I feel like that's my life. It's a great.
I need to get to know your sister better. She sounds fun.
She is fun. She's fun. So is yours, though. I hear about yours too. And I'm like, oh.
I love my sisters. I wish I could live by them.
I know. Honestly, it's kind of a dream. But anyway. Okay. Life lately. So let's start with dating.
Oh, goodness. You are just jumping in. I thought we were going to talk about hair supplements.
Oh, crap. Okay. Do you want me to lead into it?
No. That's okay. I don't care. Okay. So life lately, the guy that I had been seeing that I was brokenhearted over, I think I said in my episode, I'm just in love with a guy that I can't really be with right now.
Yep.
So my life update on that is that I still love him.
Yeah, that's okay.
And so I was one of those, well, it wasn't a moment. It was a long choice of being okay, do we try this again? Because I do love him.
Yeah.
I really love him so much that I'm it's worth it for me to give another shot to it and see. So I think over the last few months, we've slowly worked our way back into the dating life again. And I for sure would, I think I said in the last one too, I wouldn't go on a date with anybody else, but I'm going on the family trip this weekend. So
that's exciting.
We'll see how that goes.
I know. But you guys, because you were dating for a while before you went off.
Yeah.
And so his kids. And
I know his kids. I know his family. I love his family. That part was always easy for us too. That's never been a problem, that's why I think I'm not even nervous about going on the family trip. But this is my first family trip with a boyfriend. I've never hit this point. This is a new thing for me.
Yeah. Well, and that's because, I was going to say, when you were dating your ex-husband, did he ever come to anything before you got married, or did you just get married?
No, not really. I think the difference with me and my ex is that we met each other. I was 16. Yeah. I knew his family already. He knew my family already, before we were just even dating. Mm-hmm. So that was just never a weird thing. Or maybe I was just too young and I can't remember, but this is my first experience. I called Virginia. I'm okay, so I just need to know what's the situation? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, is it a hotel? Is it a beach house? Because we're going with his family, the brother, aunts, cousins, whatever.
Yeah.
So I just need to know what I'm walking into. Am I going to be sleeping on the couch? Do I have a room? Am I sleeping in the same room as you? Are your kids going to be on the floor? I just need to prepare myself.
Yeah. And I also think too, that what you're doing is normal when people date. And our first time around, we didn't date normal people of the world because it was just different. Yeah. So
it's a new phase for me.
That's exciting for you, though.
I'm actually excited.
And you know what, too? I think, I don't want to talk about your own personal life, but you guys figured out here's why it didn't work. You guys put in the work. That's one thing that I will say is just I don't want to tell your story, but it was inspiring because you were careful. You acknowledged this is what needs to be different for both of us.
Yeah.
You guys both wanted it. And I think the reason that for me is inspiring is because we both went through breakups at the same time, right? And yours disappeared, but then instantly realized, like, no, this, you're what I want, and I will work for it and fight for it.
I remember texting you and being like, okay, well, you just did this and you did this, and I was like, I just don't know what to do, and you literally stopped me, like, Melissa, he's trying.
Yeah.
Like, you have to realize he really is working on that. And I was like, one of those moments of being like, okay, like, she's right. Like if it's worth it to him to try like this, and it's worth it for me to like go try this again, it's worth it to both of us.
Yeah.
Like, we might as well put it back in. And my kids are happy. His kids are happy.
Yeah.
We're not doing a ton of family stuff right now, but we did like get them together on the 4th of July for the first time. And they were like so happy to be with each other again. Our kids have always gotten along so good. That's been a really easy thing, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's something I was really worried about.
Yeah. But see, that's my point, is that's what I think is so great. Because again, like for me, it was, when I said this isn't working for me, it was, well, then fine. I'm just going to be offended and hurt, and we're never going to speak again.
There was no work. There was no.
And yours was like, I want to put in the work. And that is my whole point of, that's how you, to me, I was like, and that's how you know, like, that's how I knew I made the right decision.
Yeah.
And that's how you knew you made the right decision. Because like I've said this before, if it's meant for you, you can't F it up.
Yeah.
And so like, I feel like that's what's great about the fact that we're podcast partners, is because it's an example of like two things that happened at the same time in the same way, and yet the outcomes
are different. Yeah.
Absolutely different.
And I think that what I have to remind myself in, I think I've said it before in the podcast, is like, my anxiety comes from sitting in the future for too long.
Yeah.
And so I've had to like really reel that in and being like, you know what? I don't have to think about how long this is going to go or what the possibilities of the outcome can be. I can just enjoy what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I can change my focus. I can like give this a shot. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You know, like it's one of those things for me. But no, it's fun. What about you? Last time you told us, you were like, okay, I keep getting on dating apps and then I don't hear anything about it.
So I like had those 3 guys that I was talking to, but you know, I have a hard time with, I don't want a relationship. I don't. Yeah. Unless I accidentally fall into something and don't realize we're dating and don't realize that he's all of a sudden my boyfriend. I'm great with something accidentally happening. I'm not good with intentionally making something happen right now. I just don't want to do that for myself. So unintentionally, I am here and I'm wondering if this may have even happened to you prior to you being in your relationship, but it's incredible when you take your ring off, what comes out of the woodworks, and how a man having a ring on his finger means nothing to him. So I, in the last, since we've talked last, have been going through this, am I just attracting married men phase? Like, what am I doing?
Well,
right?
I think also, well, I don't know. But we live in a place that's like highly like saturated of married couples, picture perfect neighborhoods, like we're not really around a lot of single guys.
Yeah.
So
no, it's true.
It's kind of, it was eye-opening for me too. Like at the beginning where it's been like, oh my gosh, you're married. What? Like shocking.
Yeah.
It kind of made me lose a little bit of trust. Like,
yeah. That's my point of like, this is what's out.
I didn't realize. I actually even messaged a girl this last week that had reached out to me to be like, hey, I'm like really having a hard time. And I was like, you have no idea. It's everywhere. It won't just be in that one profession. It will be everywhere. Like, it's shocking.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you have... So what is this? You're attracting married men? Are you dating a married man?
No, but I could be. That's what's crazy. If I really wanted to, I could be. But so, there's been this person and he's been around and I thought we were just friends. And then it was like, asked me out for drinks. And I'm like, sure, if your wife wants to come with us. And then, so that tamed it a little bit. And then I get a call last week of, I left my wife. And not a call, a text. It was this late night text, and I'm like,
"Oh, danger!"
Text, yes, and it's I'm splitting up with my wife, and I want to be with you. And I'm like, what? what just happened? And here's like, honestly, I wasn't mad about it because I knew, oh my gosh, I'm healed. Because I was like, you're displacing this affection. Like you're first off lonely. And I honestly could not like understand my ex a little bit more of like, oh, or maybe understand every man or most men, because most men don't stay single for very long. Most men, look at yours as an example.
My ex.
And we have another friend that lives, that you just said you saw her at the park last week. Hers, like, the ink wasn't even dry. It wasn't even filed and he had moved on. So knowing that, I was like, okay, you just don't want to be alone. Yeah. And so it was very easy for me to be like, you don't like me. Yeah. You just think you like me. You don't know what it's like to live with me. You've never been around my children. You don't know. And, he said wonderfully amazing, flattering things about me that I'm like, okay, still got it. But I was like, listen, you've named all the nice things. You don't know what I'm like in the morning. You don't know what I'm like when I've not gotten
hilarious.
sleep.
That's crazy,
So it was very easy for me. And like how I know I was healed is because that's the stuff that made me get into the relationship last time of like, oh my gosh, he's so in love with me.
Okay. So yes, this is perfect. I see where you're going with this.
Yes.
I love the growth when you're dating. Yeah. And I told you that from the get-go with this guy. I was like, one day you're going to look back and be like, I'm so glad I had that really crappy experience because I learned this, and this.
Yes.
Like we all have to go through that really crappy
and it's
wake up call.
How you told yourself, like, slow down this time around with him.
Yeah.
I realized like, oh, flattery is not going to get you everywhere this time. Like, I'm not going to fall fast and hard
let's
ever
talk
again.
about, to me, like, so there's another guy that you've been chatting with.
Yep, we're going to talk about it.
So this guy, she sends me like, okay, this is what he said to me, like a screenshot of the text. And like, it's like very like, it's
red flaggy. It's gross.
I wouldn't say red flaggy, but he's definitely using AI. I'm like, okay. He just said to ChatGPT, like, I am a single guy that lives in Yemen. I have a son. Tell this girl I think she's amazing. Send.
So the background of that story is I get this friend request and I look and I'm like, okay, we have a friend in common. Reach out to said friend and I'm like, do you know this person? And she's like, no, but we have 4 friends in common, so maybe he's real. Because that's the first thing, let me tell you, that happens when you start getting into this new world. Like, I think there's a show for a reason. Like, catfishing is so prominent and it's gross, but it's out there.
I actually think it happens more to the guys, what I've heard. That they get catfished more by women. Like, guys are way more traumatized about being catfished than I think girls are. I'm like, caught ya. Like, there's no way. I'm like falling for your crap.
Yeah, no, it was not heartbreaking at all because you and I were like joking about it the whole time. And I'm like, well, this will be great content. But so he friend requests me. I accept.
Wait, are you telling me he wasn't real?
Okay, I'm getting there. Spoiler alert.
Okay. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, what is she saying right now?
Okay, so he friend requests me. I accept the friend request. He immediately starts messaging me. We message a little bit, and I'm like, well, I'm just not into this. Like, I don't know. I'm just not into it. And I'm like, I'm just maybe not into dating. I don't know. So I let it go. And then yesterday or the day before, when did we start talking? That was when he messaged me again. And I'm like, okay, so there's a guy. And here's the thing. He claims he is a surgeon. He is a lieutenant colonel. And I'm like, Melissa, like, we've got to talk. Because I said his name. I'm like, guy that friend requested me on Facebook. Just like, I'm like, okay, because I was like, do I talk to him? And you're like, just talk to him. You don't have to do anything. Like, just
talk to him. It's a safe text though, and if he doesn't live in the country, just learn to flirt over text.
I had said, like, oh, it says that you're a lieutenant colonel. And he's like, yeah, I'm currently stationed in Yemen. So then that's how he became Yemen guy. And you're like, I don't know. It sounds like it couldn't be real because and then we were Googling and found out that, yes, there's a crisis. Yes, there are people deployed in Yemen right now that live in the United States. Yes, Trump sent people to Yemen or sent military to Yemen. And so I was like, okay, maybe he's real. But then I sent you that message and you're like, it's it's a little red flaggy, but I wouldn't say he's fake yet.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay. So he is like, it's like the end of the day, and he's like, how was your day? And I'm like, I answered, I'm like, how was your day? And I get this, like, you know, risking my life and saving lives type of saga. It was so Lifetime movie. It was
it really
over dramatized.
So,
and I was like,
so silly.
And so then we decide, is there even something happening in Yemen? Like, yes, there's people deployed, but is there a conflict? Is there a crisis? And so I Googled, and I'm like, this will get him. And so I then basically like Googled what the conflict is and messaged back and basically was like, is that so difficult? I named the people that are fighting against the two civil war countries that are fighting. I named why Trump sent military over. I named, and I said, is it naive to ask, like, were you there before Trump expanded military presence or after? And he was like, that's a great question. And he answered it. And I was like, I don't know if you're real or not. Okay. So then last night I read it while I was at an event for work. I get home and I'm like, oh yeah, I never answered Yemen guy. And we were trying to get to the bottom before filming this episode. Is he real or is he not? So I said, it's like midnight, and I'm like, just got home. Like, sorry, just got home from work. Didn't answer your questions. Been a long night. Said something quick and was like, I hope your day was great.
Yeah.
He messages back at 1:30 a.m. I saw it this morning and says, oh, Raechal, you're so funny and amazing and beautiful. It's time we WhatsApp.
Yes.
And I'm like, swipe.
Instantly, no, you're a weirdo. Like,
that was the end of Yemen guy, because no, like, here, you guys don't WhatsApp. Didn't we just talk about this?
Yeah, we did.
Don't WhatsApp. And I'm like, what? First off, we're too soon there. Okay, we're too soon. Second off, WhatsApp is just such a trigger for me.
Yeah, no, there's no reason. If someone's real, if they live by you, if it's gonna work, like it's not gonna go that route.
No. And if you're on in a military base or an American base or whatever, like, there's got to be other ways to communicate other than WhatsApp. I don't know. It just felt icky. It was an immediate block. But like you said, feel it out. You don't know if you don't.
Okay, so you're not
Yemen guy's gone. Okay.
Yes.
And I should say, like, in my defense, it said he was from Dallas.
It did. I agree. And the fact that, like, people knew him or like had him as, and I get it.
I looked through his Facebook. He'd been regularly posting. Clearly what he was doing though was taking someone else's posts
and reposting.
Honestly, I think it is a whole.
It's so bizarre how it works.
Fake persona.
Yeah,
but
so weird.
I know.
Okay, so other life updates.
Life updates. Let's
Your
talk
lips
about.
Look amazing.
Oh, let's talk about life updates. So yes, I like 3 years ago, we've talked about this a little bit, but started getting lip filler because I wanted a mommy makeover. Or the next best thing that I could afford, which was lip filler. And so we kind of talked about that where when I was in my workaholic phase, every time my place that I go to is Hidden Door Med Spa, and like multiple times a year they do a sale, and so I always bank my stuff. And present me, I can't afford this anymore. Like, it's donezo. And so I like went in and I'm like, okay, how many more times? I have 2 more times. So in a year and a half, I will look different. Unfortunately, that I did. I went and got them done, and I filmed it all, and we're going to share it with you guys so that you can see.
Fun.
Yeah. Yes. So you can see, like, 1, it's really not scary. It's not painful. And 2, it's just a fun alternative to, I would love, call me vain, I'd love to do the whole thing. Yeah. This is what I can do right now.
I love it.
So,
and I'm trying your fake eyelashes from Amazon.
Yeah, I got you hooked, right?
I don't know. We'll see. This is like when we podcast and I watch it back on like our YouTube.
Yeah.
I hate that your eyelashes look so amazing, and mine look like I'm like bald because I don't know. So I'm like, okay, I'll try yours for the podcast. I love them. I was late today because I was trying to put on these stupid eyelashes, and this one's even missing one less than this one because I couldn't get it to stick, and then it's like, whatever.
But yeah, we listed these on our.
Oh, you have that? Okay, I didn't know.
Amazon storefront because they're $8.
Well, so on my way out, I was Marco pulling a friend, and she goes, "Why do you look so fancy?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just put on the Amazon lashes."
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, I wanted to be that person that got lashes and lash filler, and because I've always had short, flat eyelashes. I can't afford that, but I can afford $8, and it's only like $8 a month. $8
and then when I lose like 5 because I can't put them on, I'm not dying over the price.
Yeah, listen, when I was at that conference, I was walking one day and the wind blew really hard, and I was like, "Oh no!" And like 2 lashes blew, and I was like, "We're walking back to."
On the way out here, I like went like this because I felt like one was dragging. Is that a thing? I don't know.
That's what if you notice on camera, whenever I do this, it's because it feels like one's.
So I went like this because I was like, I swear I can't. And I pushed it and then it stuck up to here. And I was like, oh my, I don't know. This might be a little too girly for me. Like I'm not super girly. I like to have a little girly.
It's a subtle lash. I like it.
My kids would be like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. No, I love it. Okay. So you tried lashes. Yeah. I got lips. I am trying a new hair growth pill.
Oh, good. So please tell me what it is.
Okay. It's called Hair Love. This is not sponsored, nothing like that. But I follow this girl on Instagram. I was influenced, and I'm like, she's got great hair. They were having a great 4th of July sale. I'm like, what have I got to lose? So I bought a 3-month supply. If it works, I'll share it with you guys. Okay. It's called Hair Love. We are working on getting a promo code because if I like it, I will talk about it. If I don't like it, you'll just notice this is the only time we're going to mention it.
And here's the deal. Well, yeah, I'm all in to try anything right now. I think I'm going balder.
Divorce.
So I lost like half the amount of hair in the divorce in the last like 2 years, the stress. But guess what? Like right here, I'm on the front part, like the peak.
Yeah.
I'm getting thin right here. Like, what if my hairline starts back here soon?
Okay. Can I tell you what to try for that?
A wig and like I always wear a hat every day of my life.
Here's what you need to try. You're going to think it's crazy. Beef liver pills.
What?
Don't listen.
Actually, no, I'm not surprised that because people are wiping like the beef tallow all over everything.
And like, so again, sister was like, try these pills 4 months ago. Okay. She was like, try these pills. And here's why, because this is what happens in our older age is,
did you just see what I did right there?
I don't really have very much of it anymore.
Oh, okay. I'll show you.
Your hair goes back a little bit. See, mine doesn't. See all that?
Mine's all the way back and turned gray in the last 6 months. So that's fun.
Beef liver, because now
was it expensive or is it cheap?
No, again, I think I put it in our Amazon storefront, but it's like $17.
Look at me
for 30 pills or like 60 pills. I'm not kidding. Like these are affordable.
I'll do all the things
because I have a sister who's like,
I can get divorced, but I cannot go bald.
I know. I'm not kidding. I thought about that too. I really was like,
I can't wear a baseball hat to my kid's wedding.
Extensions. I know. I can't get tape-ins. I was looking at those halos. Like,
the halos are even still expensive. Yes. I don't think so. I see people with halo and I have no idea.
No, it's because I don't want my hair to be here. And then I walk in and I'm like, hello.
Do you know that I have Jessica Simpson clip-in hairs from QVC? I bought them when I lived in North Carolina. So that was like 2008, 2009. Yeah. I wore them to the American Music Country awards. I literally pulled out of my old Jessica Simpson clip-in extensions to get I wanted like a thick hair, and since I lost all my hair, I'm like, I did the pony, this nice back pony with my Jessica Simpson clip-ins.
You did look cute that day. I saw that picture. Listen, these are just affordable wigs. Yeah. Like, and again, I can promise you, I have tried beef liver. It does work. The other one that I have tried that does work is I put this in the Amazon storefront, but what is it that you get on your legs and like, we're all self-conscious of it. You get it on
cellulite.
Cellulite. Oh my gosh, why was that so hard? I found it's called like cellulite burn, or
really?
It's a pill. And a lot of people were, it's also a powder. No, a lot of people were drinking it, but I was like, I cannot worry about drinking another thing and stirring it in powder, and I couldn't get on board with collagen. My sister does collagen powder. I just can't bring myself to stir it up and drink it every day. But
girl, no, I have the chocolate collagen. I put it in my coffee every morning.
You do collagen.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
I have for like years, like, but I just like, because it's chocolate and it goes in my coffee, so it makes my coffee chocolatey.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, well,
I'll send you a link.
Amazon storefront. Send them a link. Okay. But yeah, so I haven't done the collagen, but I have done the cellulite burn pills, and they work. So weird, yeah. And they're trendy. Everyone, it's like the ones. Anyway, I've also done the Be Tight whatever lotion that you put on. That works, but when you stop doing it, it also
Did you try the tummy one?
I did.
Did it burn you?
Yes. So the tummy one, not as bad as the Be Tight one that's in the pink container. Holy Moses. Yeah. I slathered it the first time and I was like,
and you don't realize it burns and it itches so bad. Yes. Yeah, I did that a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's fun to try.
It does. I mean, it works, but again, it's one of those things that the minute you stop doing it, you see it. Yeah. These things, I feel like I can get on board with beef liver and another supplement. I can get on board with supplements. Those aren't too hard. And these are inexpensive ones. So if they work,
which is
should we humiliatingly talk about what that I tried that didn't work? The
what?
Bee venom?
Oh, the boob grower?
Yeah, I did that. I did a thing. So, I was seeing it popping up on TikTok.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Instagram, and I'm like, I want big boobs without a boob job. I do. So it's a patch. You peel
it is.
Yeah.
Like a sticker.
Yes. You peel it, you stick it on, it stings, it burns, and nothing happens. Okay. So don't waste your money on that.
Yeah,
so
to me, the only way to grow your boobs is to eat a lot of chocolate cake.
What?
No, that's where I gain weight. If I am a little heavier, I gain it in that's the first thing I lose weight on.
Yes, I've lost obviously from the divorce. I've done the divorce diet and I'm flat as a pancake, but I will tell you though, there is one that I'm reading about right now, and it's where they can stimulate your growth here, your fat cells, and they're seeing results. You can get that procedure done in New York, and literally you go in and you have the treatment done, but it's the whole point of it is to stimulate your fat cells and collagen and get it to grow.
You go ahead and do that and sign us up and we'll come watch. And
I will take you with me for that too. I don't know. You know what? I'm all about trying the less invasive things. I can't bring myself to do the mommy makeover. Do you have friends that have done it? Have you heard any success stories?
I've had lots of friends do the whole mommy makeover.
I can't do it.
I have fake boobs, but I want a tummy tuck. I would love it.
You would do it?
Oh yeah.
What? Okay, you have fake boobs.
Yeah.
How bad was the surgery? It's terrifying. I can't. I don't want to think about it.
I think I got mine 8 years ago, and it was honestly not terrible, but that's what scares me. Is it was the only surgery I ever had, and I hated it. The recovery of it was not fun for me. I couldn't work out. It took so long. It wasn't painful. It just was frustrating,
Yeah.
But I hear a tummy tuck is way worse.
Yeah.
Because they sew you hunched over and you can't stand up straight. You can't walk good. I don't think I could ever hack that, but it would be so nice to not have that mom pouch just hanging out there.
I had a friend that had it done, and she said the worst part was that no one tells you that when you gain weight, it's in your back. Oh. And she's like, so I have back fat because if you gain weight, this is all sucked and tucked and pulled. Yeah. So there's nowhere for it to go. So it goes backwards.
Oh, I had no idea.
I had no idea till she said that. I'm logically it makes sense. I just never would have thought of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's so far out of my realm of things I could afford or have the patience or time to do at this point in my life. So whatever.
That's me. Patience, time, recovery, cost. There's just other things I want,
So this would be good. I started working out again. It's been like 6 or 7 months since I've consistently worked out. I've gone 3 times to a cardio class. I did a Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday.
What cardio are you doing?
High fitness.
High fitness?
Yeah. Went back to high fitness. Everyone looked at me like, Melissa,
she's here.
What are you doing here? I'm like, well, I've decided it's time.
You know what? I can notice a difference when I'm not working out. The endorphins are real. I don't care what you say. When people joke around and they're like, gotta get my endorphins. No, I really do. Because I agree. Really think it makes me a happier person.
But to me, it's like, it's not only just the workout. It's like, I love a class. Like I like going and seeing my people. I like being in the same zone. Like when I pull into like a 6 a.m. workout class, like where we work out for high fitness is next to an F45 and everyone's there for a 6 a.m., 5:45, 6 a.m. class. The parking lot is full. There's something about being in a parking lot with 30, 40 other people that have gotten themselves up out of bed in the 5 o'clock hour to make themselves and their day better. It's inspiring. It's crazy.
Just you.
No, I feel like everyone feels the same energy. Like we're getting there like, hey, hi, hey. Like,
okay, that I can get on board with because it's all you 6 a.m.ers. Because all of us that think you're crazy, we're still at home in bed. We're like, no, girl, I work out at night. I can't do it. I can't. See, I'm getting the just like my throat's closing in. No, I have to work out.
No, I kind of love just the fact that like it's over and done with, and your Apple Watch is telling you like you've already done so good today. It's only 7. You're like, thank you.
I am amazing. Thank you. I know.
I did that, and then I tried a Rumble kickboxing class, a Rumble boxing. You know what that is? Like
no, I've done kickboxing, but just like this. It's not
it's like half and half. You go in and half the time you're like doing like weights and like burpees and all sort of, and then you swap when you go to the bags and you like punch out the different punches over there, and then you go back to weights or whatever. I was so sore.
But you liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. I can't afford it. It was just the free class. Yeah. They've called me and texted me like 100 times, but I'm just pretending I wasn't there.
They're like,
but I'll take your free class. Try something new. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of fun. That's a new thing.
That is a good new thing. Let's see what else is happening.
I don't know how long it will stay there. We'll see what happens.
Oh, should we talk about our ex-husbands? Do
you have ex news? Yet?
You know, the funny thing is about you, how you can't say the name. I am in litigation still. And so I'm so limited. It's funny. I always used to make fun of those people when you would go on, like you'd watch the Housewives reunion and they would ask and they would go, well, I'm currently in litigation, so I can't talk about it. And you were like,
and that's like
that's just your way of saying you don't want to. And you're like, no, I want to. Yeah. I just am so restricted on what I can. But I will say, we don't talk.
Yeah.
That's what I will say. We don't talk. That's the ex-husband phase in my life right now.
But he's still kind of haunting you. Like you're getting credit checks. Yep. Like you're like, yes, I guess like, he's out buying a car.
Well, I called you last week because I'm like, here's the thing. When you go through a divorce, and I'm in a stage right now where there's not co-parenting happening, not by my choice, to be clear, but there's co-parenting isn't happening. Circumstances have led to that anyway. And so when things pop back in that remind you of your past, when you're doing good and you're in a good rhythm and you're feeling good, and then you're like, there's that ex-husband. That's what it was like for me, because there isn't any contact. We don't have to talk to each other. And like 2 things happened last week. One, turns out I'm still a contact on a car he owns, and when it doesn't get paid, they want it to get paid and they're looking for someone. So they're
keep calling
blowing up my phone, and I'm like, this is fun. Like, and then it's like, we're not talking, but I would like the calls to stop. Like, we're not. So I like gave a 1 sentence, can you please pay your car payment? So there was that. And then, I think when we lived in Utah, we got signed up for this credit monitoring thing. I don't know the password. Somehow my email's affiliated with it.
I get those too.
And so I still get we've detected dark web monitoring. Yes.
Someone's checking your whatever.
Yes. And I get the did you apply for a auto loan? If not, click here.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, funsies. I'm in a ball crying, wanting to hide in my closet. But how's the car shopping thing?
Oh gosh, I have the same problem when I
don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
It's hard for sure.
Well, because it's like what did we talk about with our family lawyer guest, Jean, is that you just want it to be about the kids. And you both get to that stage in life of like, no, actually, I don't need to know how you are. I'm okay. Like, if it's not about the kids.
Yep. We're business partners in having these children together. Yeah. It's weird. I've had like a hard ex week, which I don't have a lot of the times. I've actually had a month worth. How long is it? June.
Yeah.
It's been like a month. I've had a hard month for sure.
Yeah.
With my ex.
You guys are stages, ebbs and flows, like situational.
So this month, a lot of it has been focusing off like logistics that like you don't ever see coming type of a deal. Money situations you don't come seeing. I'm having to like deal with like an HOA problem where like a bill got sent to his house because when he changed his address, when he moved out of mine, it's sent there. So I haven't been getting them, but now anyway, long story short, we've had a lot of like stressful money situations going on that like you don't have a way around having to talk about that kind of stuff. Right.
Yeah.
So we've had hard parts of that. And then we've had a week of my kids getting promised certain things.
Oh, yeah.
And then no follow through.
Yeah.
And on my end, it's so hard and frustrating because I hear them come home and say, Dad said this, we're going to do this. He said, this is okay. And then nothing, no follow through. And then it gets turned to me.
Yeah.
So we had like a moment with like a church camp that he said to my kids, I'll pay for you to go.
Yeah.
Right. I'll pay for you.
Okay.
And then it comes to the point where they actually have to sign up and he's like, I don't have that money. What are you going to put in for it? And I was like, if I had the money, I would have already signed him up for it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? The whole reason why they couldn't go is because I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So you just offered to pay for it, but now you're going to withhold it.
Yeah.
And then they got text messages and phone calls like, well, I'm feeling sad. I wish you guys would do this with me more. And I wish so it was like a manipulation in order for him to not have to follow through on his deal and me having to pick up the pieces. Right.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden I get like I'll send you half of the bill for the church camp. What? Half of it? Our kids can't go with half of it. I don't have half of that. That's why I didn't offer that in the beginning. And so it's just such a weird phase to like have to deal with things like that. Like I never would have saw that coming. I would have never understood that was a thing. Yeah.
No, I agree with that. And I have had to start taking on the mentality of like, if I can't pay for 100% of it, it just has to be a no, because even though it's in the decree, like, here's the fun thing about divorce.
That battle.
Well, it's like, and for us, where we only communicate through lawyers, it's cha-ching. Okay, every time I email, every time I text, every time I call my lawyer, like there is a bill. Okay?
Totally.
And it does, if it's a minute long, it gets 15 minutes is what you get, And so when there's something in a decree that needs to be enforced, I waited 8 or 9 months of this situation where the decree isn't being followed, and now
I'm gonna fight for myself. Now we're at that point. Yep.
But it's hard, and it's hard to decide, like, well, do I want to put my money into that, or do I want so
that's the type of stuff, like when we talk about like your divorce or like writing a divorce or a decree, like those are things you never think of. Like I probably should have put in something like
kid expenses.
If you were going to pick an extracurricular for your child, like you have to agree that you will both pay a certain amount before, or if you don't both agree and you really want it for your kid, then that's on you, That stuff happens to me all the time. Like the things that my ex thinks is important for my kids is definitely not like what I would think is important for my kids. So where I would go and spend money, there's things where I'm like, well, those Birkenstocks just cost $160, but they're important to my kid. He wears them every single day. Never would his dad. So I'm not going to ask him for that payment. I chose that. It's the same thing with the church camp, right?
Yep.
So it's just like this weird weird week of whatever. And he told my kids while they were out of on a vacation with them, I called them like, hey, what are you guys doing? And they told me they were doing something that like I didn't feel like one of my kids would be safe doing. Oh. The older two, yes. The younger, I didn't feel safe. So I instantly texted them and said, hey, I'm not okay with this. I don't feel like that's a great option.
Yeah.
And my kids got in so much trouble. You do not report to mom when it's my time. It's my time. Like, you're not allowed to tell her what we're doing. Can you imagine if the 27 other days of the month that I have the kids, I cut him off and said he couldn't talk to them or know what they were doing or have any sort of... He calls them all day long. What did you eat for lunch? Where are you going? What are you doing? Is your mom home? Is she cooking for you?
Yeah.
My kids get questioned all day, every day. I'm not allowed to anymore, though.
Well,
what?
I'm currently in litigation and there's things I can't talk about, but I will say I can imagine how that feels. And I can imagine hopefully someday that when your kids get so fed up, perhaps they might record those conversations.
Oh my
gosh.
Because
they're not okay to have.
And it's like infuriating, but at the same time, I'm like, is this a battle I feel like fighting?
Well,
right
because
now? I'm exhausted.
You have a disparagement clause, right? I do.
No, I don't have that. I didn't even know what that word meant until you told me that.
So, divorce tip number 5,260. There's a disparagement clause, and it's most of the time it's standard, meaning like your lawyer will think of it if you haven't, and it prevents either of you from disparaging the opposite parent. And so, my whole life, you can ask anyone who knows me, I am a rule follower almost to a fault. Yeah. I'm a rule follower. So best believe I'm real good at following that rule, but not everybody follows rules in a decree. And then I'm not speaking to anyone. I'm just saying that in a situation, not everyone generally follows rules that are in a decree.
So that's what's hard, is to like fight for what you think is right, and where am I going to put in that effort for that. And like this week, like I was like heavily offended and heavily sad for my life and heavily sad for my kids' life over those type of conversations and actions, right?
Well, yeah.
And it just takes everything out of me to not blow up.
Yeah. Well, because if you're anyone like me, I've lived my whole life taking the high road. I almost resent the fact that I've lived my whole life always taking the high road. And so it's so deeply, deeply hurtful when you're constantly taking the high road and then you see another person, work, life, spouse, ex-spouse, whatever, partner, when someone else doesn't take the high road, it's deeply hurtful.
Yeah.
It is.
It's hard. And that's the thing, is like, to me, I'm always a take one for the team. But when it comes to my kids, I'm like, I will always 100%, if I feel like my kid isn't safe or anything, I will text you. If you are going to hurt my baby, I will call you. If you know what I mean? Like, I'm like one of those things. So it's like this line with the other parent that it's so hard to figure out. I don't know. This is a whole new phase of.
Yeah. No, it is. And it's hard. And it's
frustration.
I never thought this would be my situation, even once we got a divorce. I really, truly, and again, we've talked about how naive I am to a fault, but I really thought that I was going to have the Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner divorce.
So did I. And that's another thing that we all just realized. We need to realize, like, Gene, I think when we talked to the lawyer, Gene, he was like, yeah, when you're making that, everyone's always in like a really good spot, you know, and you think you're all going to follow through until someone doesn't.
Yeah. And then it just hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think you move on in a certain way, but honestly, I had a friend, she's one of my good friends, currently just finalized her divorce, got an alert on her phone that said, your ex-husband, we just had a crash alert. Oh, and you're his emergency contact. So we're letting you know that the Apple detected a car accident.
Yeah.
And it's 1:20 in the afternoon. And she texts me and she's like, what am I supposed to do? I don't even know what to do. I just want to move on. But like, I can't get away from these things. And I'm like,
you can't. That's hard. It's when you realize that like you're just stuck dealing with these same things and forever.
You want things to go away. You want, and they do. It just, I feel like it is like, it takes time. I don't know.
I don't think if it even takes time, that just is going to be like, it's like this will just probably be a forever thing.
Yeah. You just establish a boundary.
I only have like a young kid until they're 18. And then you're like, and then we have grandbabies, and then we have life, and then we have all the things. It's like, these people will be like somewhat in our lives, maybe.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah. Are you ebbs and flows with, what do your kids call her by her name? We can't say her name, but stepmom.
Yeah. They call her by her name. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also put a whole spin on how everything goes.
Is that ebbs and flows of difficulty and ease, or has it just been
mostly difficult?
Yeah. That's hard.
I just kicked that. It's mostly difficult. And I didn't think it would be, because I typically get along really well with
anybody,
most people.
You really do. Honestly.
I don't have a big problem with a lot of people, and even if someone's wronged me, I'll be like, I'll give you like 9 more chances, like whatever. Yep. You're probably just having a bad day.
Yep.
Like, we'll have a whole episode on like what it's like to co-parent, but then how that changes when you have another co-parent.
Yeah.
And someone that's not on your team. Yeah. That's what it comes down to. Like, there is not a team between the three of us.
Yeah.
It's turned into like a block of the team.
Yeah. So life lately it's co-parenting just at the moment just not working.
It's like really a hard spot for sure. Why on that one? But I did get a swipe down on Instagram this week for a therapy place. Oh. It was called BetterHelp. Have you seen that one?
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen that. There's an actor that promotes it.
But really? Maybe this is where like the universe knew I was having a really rough go at life and knows that I like need some legit help, because I never do I swipe up on like something like that. But I was like, it's probably time. I like swiped up on it, and then it was like, do you want to apply for a financial aid? I was like, heck yeah, I do. So it was like $46. And I was like,
I can do that.
I have nothing to lose. So I signed myself up. I'm like scheduled an appointment for next, like an online therapy appointment, which I have not done therapy for myself, like really typically ever.
Yeah.
I did when I went through like a hard phase with one of my kids. I needed to like figure out how to parent that situation. But for me, it's always been a back burner.
Yeah.
And I'm like actually kind of really excited.
I stopped seeing my therapist. I felt like sometimes you just like people in your life are, what is it called? A stage for a moment, a lifetime, a phase. Like there's 3 kinds of friends that you have. And I almost feel like that it's not just friends, it's people. Like people come into your life for, it's a reason, a season, a lifetime. Okay. So people come into your life for a reason, a season, a lifetime. And I kind of felt like my last therapist and I out-seasoned each other. Like it just wasn't our season anymore. I love that. Right?
That's great, because it wasn't that you didn't like them or you left them because they're crappy. It's just like, I think
I've gotten all I can from you, and I'm okay right now. And then I was okay until 2 months ago, and I was like, I'm not okay. And so I found a new therapist, and I'm gonna bug her to have her come on and hang out with us. But
we need to have someone on. I
adore her.
I just need someone, honestly, to like listen to me. I feel like, you know how you have like your people, like maybe your sister or your mom or whatever, like they like have a point of what they can hear, especially about a typical situation, and then it's like, hey, my cup is full, like I don't want to hear about your ex one more day, you know, like I feel like people, like my close people, which is like 3 people, whatever, like 2, 3, like their cups are pretty full of certain topics, and I just need like a third party person that I can be like, okay, so now this happened, because those people don't want to hear it anymore. Yeah. But I have to have someone to walk me through it. I need a person. Like that's when I feel the most lonely. Yeah. Is when a hard spot comes up and you don't have someone to talk about it to, because
I need someone. So I think I can say this and she won't kill me, but my mom has a therapist too. Mm-hmm. But her therapist, their relationship is like what you're saying, like, you know, I don't want to burden my kids with how I'm feeling, so I just want to talk to you about how I'm feeling, feel validated, feel like, you know,
if a question comes up, I'd say, what do you think I should do?
But for me, okay, that's me. That's what I need from my therapist. I need her to be like, you're being a jerk, or that's not unreasonable, because I'll go in and be like, I feel bad that I asked my kids to do the dishes, and she's like, this is not an unreasonable expectation. And so she has let me know, you are not a good judge of character when it comes to dating. So next time you want to date someone, run it past me, run it past your podcast partner, run it past your sister, but no more dating without telling someone this is who I'm thinking of dating, because you're not a good judge of character.
I'll take any life help from anyone. And this one too, like I don't know, my appointment next Monday.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
That's what I was going to tell you.
The thing that's kind of nice on that app is it felt like a safe zone because I don't have to see this person. I have to go somewhere. I can just do it in my car. I could do it anywhere I am, in my closet, whatever. And then like if I don't like them, like it said, you just hit a swap button and they find you someone else and you can try someone else. And I love the ease of that. I love that like that would just be easy. It doesn't seem overwhelming to me.
Yeah. I feel like we need a better help link because here's the thing that people don't understand about therapy is like you have to date your therapist, your hairstylist, your dentist, and your doctor, okay? Your OBGYN. Yeah. Like those are people that know you intimately.
Just because you go once doesn't mean that's your person to go back to.
It doesn't click. Like, I love that. You know, I've dated a lot of therapists before I'm like, okay, I like you. I've had a lot of initial therapy appointments and I'm like, this isn't it for us. Yeah. So, but I have to have my own insurance now that I'm not on my ex's anymore. But I went on, it is Obamacare, but so it's for the state of Texas, right? Because it's just me.
Is that what I do? I just asked you if that's what I do too. No,
yeah.
Do you have Blue Cross Blue Shield?
Yes.
Okay. I think we're probably on the same thing.
And that's what I did. You like fill out. And so I had filled out, I need something that has good mental health coverage. Yeah. Like, because I have to feel like I can go.
Because I have no idea what's on my plan because my insurance is new.
Yeah. I purposely, because I knew I needed it and I knew I couldn't afford it. Yeah. And so I'm like, I need something that has that. So
I should go look in mine and see. Wow. See, that's another thing that just seems so overwhelming to find all new doctors to go on with this new insurance. Like this is my second insurance change since I've been divorced.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Like lifing and all that stuff is not fun. Okay, let's see. Do you have any house projects you're doing right now?
Oh,
like we didn't talk about what's happening at home.
Well, right now my house project is to clean out my house. Ooh. I know this sounds silly, but I took like one of my big chalkboards from when I used to have a preschool. Yeah. Brought it downstairs, turned on side, and it's my house project list. Yeah. And I just listed out every room in my house because I think I'm probably going to have to sell my house in the next 6 months to a year. And that means I'm going to have to downsize a lot. Yeah. And I have a lot of stuff. I've been in this house for over 10 years. Yeah. So to me, I'm like, that's something I can't do with the amount of time I have like physically and mentally on my own. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of in this like prepping myself for the future self. Yeah. Of I need to go through every room like I'm moving and get rid of 60% of my stuff. So I think the plan I have in my head is start working like a month at a time on a room. And then when everything's emptied that I can get rid of, that I think I could sell, probably not sell it because I don't have time for that either. Drop it off at the thrift store, then start selling furniture, because if I downsize, I really will probably downsize to like half the size of house I have. And I don't know where I'm going to put all my stuff.
No, I know.
So that's what I'm working on in my house right now.
Yeah. When I moved,
sounds awful.
It helped a ton. Like I became a serious minimalist. It helped a ton.
Yeah. But and that's the thing when we were military life and we were moving like more, that just like automatically those moves help you get rid of things you don't want to bring with you. Yeah. I have not moved. This is the longest I've ever lived anywhere. My attic.
I know. I'm kind of shocked that you've been here so long because when I had first met you, I knew that you didn't ever stay in a place very long.
No, we were like a 2 or 3 year and then we moved on. Like my daughter, she was in a different school every year until 8th grade.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's so sad. So I was like, this wasn't my favorite place to land, but I'm doing it for the babies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like that's like our running theme too, though, and especially in a single parent, but like moms in general. I feel like that. I don't know, the whole term "mama bear," like it sounds so cheesy, but like I kind of get it. Oh, I kind of get it. Yeah,
100% get it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What are you doing? I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. What am I up to?
I like your house project.
So here's the thing about this house is that it's my house. Like I got to build this house, thankfully, because I didn't walk away with a lot in the divorce, but I walked away with the equity in our house. And I was able to take that and get this house. And so I have this different appreciation for this house. Yeah. I would hug this house if I could. This house means so much to me in that it's a fresh start. and it is a smaller version of our house. But like, I'll tell you, when you get ready to move and you move into something smaller, you realize how much you didn't need what you had, and how I actually craved a smaller space, even though this isn't really small by any means to other people. But here's the thing though, is that I was doing good to get into this house. Like, I had a budget. It was what's level 1, because that's what I'm getting. What's the cheapest thing, because that's what I'm putting on here. And it doesn't matter. I still got to pick it all. And so it means a lot to me. But there's things that I want to do. And in my old house, you may remember this, but I had moved into that house, completely gutted the laundry room, ripped up the tile, ripped up the walls, ripped out, and spent quite a bit of money making it the laundry room of my dreams, right? Okay, well, this house, I can't do that. I have to do it on a budget. So I just did peel and stick tile. And I will share with you guys how I did it.
It's a freaking showstopper. Like, I remember, when I walked past and I was like, oh my gosh, it is amazing.
I'm kind of shook over it, because I'm realizing that, like, okay, you know what? There's like, listen, I feel like my life has become a Sandra Lee life. Do you know she used to have a show, and the whole purpose of her show was semi-homemade with Sandra Lee.
No.
Okay. And I used to watch it on the Food Network, and everything she did was semi-homemade. I feel like that's become my life, is like, you know what? I can't afford to do it all the way the right way, but I can afford to do it this way. There's a Walmart mirror in my bathroom now, and I'm happy.
Your house. And it's something that you're creating for yourself. And that I'm so jealous of that fresh start. I can't wait to have a fresh start somewhere else.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I read that, like, change your doorstep, change your luck. And I really feel like it's just completely changed the energy of how I feel, how my kids feel. And my kid was so stoked because I did pink peel and stick tile.
It really is so cute.
And she's in love.
I want to do something fun like that now. It's so cool.
I did these gold bow knobs that were $10 for 6 because I was like, I can't afford. I had the bougiest hardware in my old house. Can't do it.
That's also a really fun thing to do, is to like just redo a space, something small if you don't have a big budget. Like me painting my room, I painted 2 walls in my room,
but it looks so
and put everything back.
Too.
It changed everything. Like I feel like I have like something exciting going on.
And it was a $30 bucket of paint.
Was it? I don't know. I feel like it was more than that. Maybe I'm just so poor that it seemed more.
No, I think it is up to like $40 these days, like 38.
Much paint.
It was a project I did in a day, and we'll share with you guys how we do these things, and just minor changes, right? Minor changes help make life lately more manageable.
That's life lately.
That's life lately.
I don't even think I have any other fun updates. Like, that's just what it is.
No, I had the fun updates, the not fun updates, the like dating horror updates. All of this we'll expand more on, but I do think it's important to share with you guys, like, listen, we're still on the journey too. And it's life lately isn't always good, but I feel like it's like the rounding theme of what we keep saying is like, but it's our mud. And I'm happy with it. It's
still worth it.
Yes.
We're still happy about this. So.
Okay. So we'll share another life lately again, maybe in a couple months or so. But
I'm excited for that in a couple months.
Yeah, I know. We'll hear updated on. Actually, we'll have like a whole mental health episode. But I'm excited to hear if you land on somebody that you like, or what that process is.
I am too.
Yeah. And let's share that information too.
Maybe I can only afford it for 2 weeks, but whatever. 2 weeks of therapy is better than no weeks of therapy. Listening. Okay, fine. I'm not saying that, and you're so good at it. Just say it.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Life Lately, Uncharted Phases. Please remember to subscribe, like, and leave us a comment.
Yep. Even just the good ones. I can't even do the one part. I'll just be here to look like an idiot. You hold us together.
I got you. I probably not. Next week, you'll probably have to have us, because that'll be the phase.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We appreciate it. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss an update. Just a quick reminder, everything we share here reflects our personal experiences and opinions. We're not legal experts, therapists, or even financial advisors. We're just 2 people navigating life and sharing what we've learned along the way.